such an asshole.
I am the law. All right. Guy has a question. I'm 25, making $100,000 as a software engineer at a place. I have about 20,000 in the bank with no wife and no kids. I'm about to relocate from a place to a different place and plan on building a new life. Ignore the big tech rat race I was previously consumed with and have some fun. Good for you. You're not going to waste your life in Silicon Valley. I don't know how you can have fun in a town that actively hates you, enslaves you, takes 65% of your income through taxes and rent, and then lets the degenerates of its population crap and defecate in public. Ooh, you missed out. Oh, dang, you didn't go to Berkeley. Ooh, no. You didn't go to San Fran Poopso. All right. Whatever will you do? I haven't participated in my old hobby since I started working as a programmer last year. I want to program video games or create electronic music or the computer on the computer after being in front of a screen at work all day. I am also working on my master's of software engineering, which further increases my screen time. I have found a niche nerdy hobby of creating electronic music on modular synthesizers outside of the computer that has caught my interest. The town I'm moving to also has a thriving community for this hobby, with groups hosting meetups and live performances. There's also a thriving online community. It is the only creative outlet outside of the computer that has caught my eye. However, it is an expensive hobby, especially up front. I think it will cost around $6,000 to build a decent starter rig, with a couple hundred of dollars invested into it here and there after that. Should I spend the money to give this hobby a try? Or is it too expensive in my current situation? What is your advice when it comes to budgeting for hobbies? As a hobby that may cost a few $1,000s a year out of hand. All right, so I will judge. Judge Cappy will judge. I rule in favor of your purchase of your non-computer synthesizer hobby device thingy. And the reason why is multifold. One, $6,000, you can afford it. Two, after that initial upfront cost, it will become a more affordable thing. Three, there are a lot worse hobbies you could spend your money on, notably drinking. And it doesn't sound like you have a lot of other financial expenses and all that. Four, you're not getting married or having kids, right? So further arguing the financial argument that you could afford this hobby if you want. But the main reason, which is five, this is what life is about. And I should update the link again. That's why I wrote the book, The Menu, Life Without the Opposite Sex. When you say you're not getting married or having kids, all right, well, you got to find something to do, because let's say, all right, you're not going to have wife or kids, or ladies, you're not going to have a husband or kids. All right, well, then what is life about? What, work? It's not about work. Work is to give you the money and the fuel to go out and enjoy life. And it compels you. You are compelled. You are commanded by simple logic to go and enjoy your life the way you want to live it, because you're going to die. And so I think what's more important, aside from this individual hobby you want to pursue, I think it's more important you philosophically learn this philosophical lesson that, hey, if not this hobby, then what? What are you going to do? Go to work all the time, get advanced degrees, make even more money, buy a house that you really don't need, buy a fancy car? No. The whole point, aside from love and family, but that's been taken away largely by feminists in this country. That's no longer on the table. All right. But the whole point and purpose was to enjoy life and have fun. And it was rare. For the most part, you worked and slaved away to just get by and maybe support your family. Now technology allows us to have eccentric hobbies like you have. I'm going to get into power paragliding and hopefully not crash. And yes, normally we would have had family and love and, rituals and holidays and celebrations and things like that. But that's going to be gone for half the population. Sounds like you're a very highly successful, intelligent man. Like you're a cool nerd. Girls are just disgusted by you. They are drier than the Sahara right now, listening to your nerdy hobbies. That's not going to be on the table. So you have to, by your own existence, find something to do. And yes, you absolutely should. You could financially afford it. Like if you said, should I pick up heroin? No, that's going to hurt your life. Hey, should I buy a boat? No, that's too expensive and it's not worth it. But you got $6,000, you got no debt, you got 6-figure income. You get to meet some other nerds who are kind of cool and creative. And you'd be surprised how often you go into something that's like a little bit, like a hobby that takes nothing. For example, the most popular hobby in America is watching other people play sports. Who are you going to meet? Other fat, pathetic white dudes wearing other men's jerseys, sitting at the bar, drinking light beer and horking down winks, right? Oh, one of the brothers of the Latinos might come in there. Maybe soccer is playing, so we see Atham come in. Maybe, well, brothers, you guys like basketball and baseball and football just the same. Your equivalent fat. There's the rainbow, the coalition of the rainbow of fat men with small penises watching other men throw spheres through nets. Okay. Not a lot of intelligent people there. Not a lot of intellectual stimulation. I mean, for normal people, maybe. Whoa, do you think Bart Starr was the best quarterback for the Green Bay Packers? All right, maybe that's intellectually stimulating. But nothing great is going to come out of that group of people. You go to the Nerd Fest where, hey, we're doing synthetic music using this, analog device. There's going to be some interesting cats there. And like, oh, you're a computer programmer? Yeah, I'm working on this thing. And I just can't get the code right. I'm a robotics guy, I'm a mechanical engineer. I can't get the code. Can you want to? I'd pay you some money. All of a sudden, you make the new Hoosewitz, and you guys are billionaires, and you help cure a lot of poverty in some poor country with your Hoosewitz device. And that's never going to come out of sports ball night at the sports bar. So what I'm saying is for that 6,000, in a roundabout way, as I insulted all spectator sports people, a roundabout way is that you might actually make some money on this as well through connections. Not that you're using this as a networking event. You just go and have fun, but you'd be surprised. You might meet someone like, oh yeah, I need this guy, because that doesn't sound like a low IQ hobby. This sounds like creative, intelligent people, and absolutely go have some fun. Go do it. Because you are going to die. And then you don't want to be like, all I did was work, made a lot of money, and now the government's going to get my money. It's going to go all those single moms with their bastard children because I didn't set up a will. Why didn't I read Bachelor Pad Economics by Cappy? I think link down below. So there you go. I am the law. Tree Fitty. Keep up the good work. I got nothing else to do. Well, actually, I got a lot to do. I got to go pick rocks. That's why I got to go pick some rocks. It would be helpful to have some children. This is about the only time I'm like, yeah, maybe I could use my own. But I'm like, where are my nieces and nephews? Get them out here. Like, hey, kids, want to play a fun game? And they're young enough to fall for it. Some are getting a little old. They knew they would smell effery. What game? The little one's like, yeah, game. Hey, it's called Pick Up Rocks and Put Them in the Wheelbarrow. Huh? That didn't sound fun. Oh, it's lots of fun. Come on. You won't know until you try. Whoever picks up the most rocks wins. What do I win? You win a prize. What prize? A surprise. Ah. And on that day, Cappy's yard was picked up. I'd pay him. I'd take him out, get him all the ice cream in the world. We go to the pond. I take him fishing. I do whatever you want. What I'd really like to do is take him shooting guns. Hey, you're 6. You're old enough to handle this AR-15, right? Don't tell your mom. You can handle this, right? Here you go. All right, that's it. We'll see you guys later, Toodles.